Well, since I'm on a roll here, let's do another one. So what you're looking at here, obviously, is the Red Bank cooling tower module, which I'm very fond of. But some new stuff we got on the rails here. So as you'll see behind the Norfolk Southern Heritage unit, we have now added a regular Norfolk Southern ES44 to the lineup. Figured it was time. So I see these locomotives regularly. Living in Pittsburgh, Norfolk Southern and CSX come through here all the time. So kind of neat getting into the more modern stuff. And you know, the fact that throughout the country, I mean, the Red Bank module doesn't have any, or excuse me, the Red Bank cooling tower that's still there obviously doesn't have any rails going underneath it, but there's still plenty of modern freight trains going under these cooling towers across the country today. So I wanted to add this regular Norfolk Southern locomotive to the lineup here. Now, when I saw the Southern Heritage unit rolling down the tracks in Emsworth, right on Route 65 there, in just west of Pittsburgh, it did have a regular Norfolk Southern locomotive, just like this. They were back to back. This one was leading. So I wanted to get as close to what I could. I don't even remember what cars it was hauling, if it was coal, it was box cars, whatever. But I was just so hyped up about seeing the Heritage unit that I didn't look at the rest of the train. So whatever it was hauling, I'm sure we're getting close here. So, but we got the engine configuration worked out here. So, and then we got our CSX here. And if you'll look there, let me scoot this one. Oh, not knock the camera over. I'm going to scoot this one out of the way here. And if you'll see, here is another pair of full throttle cars. And these are like heritage cars for CSX. So that's Seaboard Coastline and Atlantic Coastline coal hoppers. So they eventually went into CSX. CSX stands for Chessie Seaboard. So they were merged into that. So early CSX trains were seen hauling cars like this. So we had to add those. And of course, as you saw in the last video, full throttle cars are great. And Uncle Will does a fantastic job with these. So any of those added. I got a couple that I showed you last time on the Norfolk Southern train here, the Norfolk and Western hoppers and the P&LE hoppers. So these ones are a little longer, these Seaboard ones and Atlantic coastlines. But either way, good addition to the train. So let these babies run here for a little while. Crank them up. Got a few different cars on there. It's got the Ortners, got a Conrail boxcar, some Trinity tankers, hoppers, PS2 hoppers, that is. And then we got our Norfolk Southern with the 4 full throttle cars, along with the 12 Ortners from AZL. So yeah, we're just we're slowly working our way through these T-track modules. If you'll notice, I have this set up, our crazy little T-gauge train. I had some friends over last week, so I set this up while they were here. It's amazing, just, you know, we know how small Z is, and then we see this and we're like, wow, Z looks like a Lionel. So not staying there, but, you know, putting on display for now. So got our still just one corner module finished. Got our other end cap and 2 more double modules, but that's pretty much it. Just running trains on here. As you saw in my last video about the end cap modules and being able to stage trains, you see how long these trains are getting on here. You know, with the added rolling stock. One of these days I'm just going to do a massive rolling stock purchase. No locomotives, no track, just straight rolling stock to add to these trains here. Because eventually this is going to be the L-shaped whenever Sean wants to make the inside corners. I think he's got something in the works. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've thought so many different plans for this stuff. Even maybe like a W-shaped. I mean, of course, I'm really gonna have to rearrange this room again if I do that. But I thought even, you know, if I run it along this wall and maybe have like a, you can see where the HO layout is here, but maybe even have like a table come out this way, and maybe if I tear this down and rearrange it, maybe a table that way, and just have like a W-shaped Z-scale layout, just something incredibly huge. But the way we're going here, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, Z is my primary scale. I mean, I may do N and HO, and of course there's our little T gauge thing there, which eventually I'm going to be building a layout for that. But, you know, Z's the primary thing here. And, you know, I want to expand as much as possible. I want to keep gathering as much of what AZL comes out with. And we are heading into some awesome years for AZL here with just the variety of things coming out with steam and brass, passenger, freight, new locomotives they've never done before. I mean, they're doing things in Z that nobody's ever thought could be done. And you know, I give the owners a lot of credit for that. It's wonderful to be a part of this great company and be selling trains for them, and just enjoying and promoting the hobby all along. I mean, this is so much fun, and you know, I hope one thing you guys don't forget to do. You know, we get caught up in the building and the buying that sometimes we forget to just sit and run trains and enjoy them. You know, crack your favorite beverage and just sit back and watch the trains go. And that's kind of why some of the stuff that I have isn't even finished, and I just have it set up so I can run them. You know, I want to be able to run trains while I work on layouts. So yeah, make time to run your trains here, just like this, and you know, enjoy this hobby, as fun as it is. So but that's about it for this one. Like and subscribe. Check out USZ Scale for all your Z-scale needs. Be sure to keep an eye on USZ Today for news and articles and just whatever I can think of that helps promote the hobby. That's why I created that other site. So, and then definitely keep an eye on AZL's Upcoming Products page. And you'll see a lot is in the works right now, and we're headed for some great years. Like I said, it's just I can't wait to see what they do next. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, please check Klawndyke Modules out. Sean is amazing to work with, and he makes these quality modules. And just the fact that he's expanding his Z-scale stuff, I think that's really cool that he's willing to help grow the hobby through his work, just like I'm doing here, so with mine. But yeah, keep checking it out. I'll leave links to all these in the description. Share with your friends. Hope you can learn something. I'm learning just like I'm teaching you guys. So like and subscribe, and we will see you all in the next one. Make sure to run your trains. Bye-bye.